Om Sri Guru Charitra, Chapter 41. Namdarak asked Sri Siddha, "Please tell me, how did my forefathers serve Sri Guru?" Sri Siddha said, "Your grandfather's father, Sayamdev, had worshipped Sri Guru at Osargram. Sri Guru had affection for him. Sri Guru later came and stayed at Gangapur. His fame spread all over the country. Knowing this, Sayamdev also came to Gangapur. He came to the mutt, bowed to Sri Guru, and prayed him. Sri Guru was pleased. He placed his palm on his head, blessed him, and said, 'You will be my devotee for generations.' Sri Guru asked him to bathe at the Sangam and return to the mutt for meals. After returning from Sangam, Sayamdev worshipped Sri Guru with 16 upacharas and offered several delicious items of food as Naivedya. He dined with Sri Guru, who inquired about his family. Sayamdev said, 'My relatives and sons are living at Uttarkashi. I wish to stay with you and serve your holy self now.' Sri Guru said, 'My service is difficult. I live in a town for some time, while in the forest at other time. It is troublesome to live in a forest. If your mind is firm, then only you should stay here.' Sayamdev concealed and said, 'A devotee of Sri Guru has no fear.' 3 months passed. One evening, Sri Guru went to Sangam along with Sayamdev alone and sat below the Aswatha tree. There was a great storm, followed by heavy rain. Sayamdev stood stretching a cloth over Sri Guru to protect him from the rain. There was a shivering cold in the night. So Sri Guru asked Sayamdev to go to the mutt in the town and bring fire. Thick darkness spread all over, and there was lightning now and then. Sri Guru warned Sayamdev not to look at his right or left side. Anyhow, Sayamdev reached the mutt, took fire, and returned. Out of curiosity, he looked to his right side and saw a cobra. He was frightened. He then looked to the left side. Here too he saw another cobra. He recited Sri Guru's name and walked straight. He came to Sri Guru and lit the fire. The 2 cobras came before Sri Guru, bowed to him, and went away. Sri Guru said to Sayamdev, 'Why are you so much afraid? I had sent these cobras to protect you. I shall tell you a tale about service to Guru to pass this night. When Lord Shiva was sitting on a peak of the Kailas mountain with Parvati, she asked him, 'How can a Guru be served with devotion?' Lord Shiva said, 'One who serves Sri Guru with sincerity can attain all that one desires.' In olden days, there was a Brahmin boy by name Twasta. When his thread ceremony was performed, his father sent the boy to a Guru for study of Vedas and Shastras. He served the Guru devotedly. Once there was a rain and the water came in the ashram of the Guru. The Guru told to him to construct a lasting house with all conveniences, which should look always new. The wife of the Guru asked the boy to bring her a blouse which should neither be sewn or woven. The son of the Guru said, 'Bring sandals for me that would enable me to walk on waters and take me to any desired place.' The daughter of the Guru asked the boy, 'Bring earrings for me and a playhouse of elephant tooth, having 1 pillar and all the conveniences. Also bring pots in which food will be warm always.' Twasta took leave from Guru and went to a forest. He was anxious how all these things could be obtained. On the way he met an Aztec. The Aztec asked him, 'Child, why are you so worried?' The brahmachari boy bowed to him and said, 'Kindly guide and protect me. It is my good fortune that I could see you in this forest.' He told him what his Guru, Guru's wife, son and daughter had asked him to do. He said, 'I am anxious as to how all these things can be achieved.' The Aztec assured him and said, "Don't worry, Kashi is a holy place of Vishweshwar. You can go there and worship him. All your desires will be fulfilled." Kashi is known as Ananda Kannan. One attains all the four Purusharthas after going there. The Brahmachari asked, "Where is Kashi? How can I go there?" The Aztec said, "I shall take you there so that I can also have the fortune to see the holy place again." Saying so, both went to Kashi instantly by yogic power. The Aztec then told the Brahmachari to do Antargraha Yatra, Dakshina Manasa Yatra. While visiting holy places, bath should be taken there. Then do Panchakosha Yatra. Shukla and dark fortnight yatras should also be performed. Worship 9 lingas and Kashi Vishweshwar. If your devotion to Guru is firm, Lord Shiva will be pleased and fill all your desires. Saying this, the Aztec went away. The Brahmachari performed all the yatras as instructed by the Aztec. Lord Shiva was pleased. He appeared before the boy and asked him to have a boon. Tosta narrated his account and mentioned the articles required for Guru, Guru's wife, son and daughter. Lord Shiva blessed him, saying, "You will be efficient as Vishwakarma." The Brahmachari prepared all the articles successfully, returned to the Guru's place. The Guru was also pleased to see him back with success. He also blessed him, saying, "You will be proficient in all Vidyas." Sri Guru explained the greatness of Guru to Sayamdev in this way. By this time, the sun was rising on the eastern horizon. Sayamdev said, "You explained Kashi Yatra in details. While hearing the same, I could also visit the respective holy shrines, tanks and places with your holy self and thought as if we were in Kashi." He then prayed Guru with 8 shlokas, which are daily chanted after Arati at Gangapur till now. While praying, his throat choked and his hair stood erect on his body. Sri Guru was much pleased. He blessed him and said, "Bring your family and children here and stay with me." Sayamdev went to his place and returned to Gangapur with his family and children on Bhadrapada Shuddha Chaturdashi day. This time he prayed Sri Guru with 8 slokas in Kannada. Sri Guru seated him by his side and inquired about all. Sayamdev had 2 sons. Sri Guru loved the elder, Nagnad. Sri Guru placed his palm on the head of Sayamdev and said, "You all have bathed at the Sangam." Sayamdev and his family bathed at the Sangam, worshipped the Aswatha tree there and returned to the mutt. Sri Guru said to Sayamdev, "Today is Ananta Chaturdashi. All Brahmins worship Ananta on this day. You too should do Ananta Puja." Sayamdev said, "You are my Ananta." But still, Sri Guru insisted on him to do the Ananta Puja. Thus, chapter 41 completed. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.